Well, once again, coming to you live in a living Technicolor directly from Southwest sunny Florida. Robert Holyfield giving you the latest 411 on what's actually going on here in America in terms of politics. Now, what I'd like to talk about today is why it is very important not to play with God, okay? There's a lot of people who don't think it's a problem to play with God, and they do it on a regular basis. Now, I'm not talking about the preachers that do it, okay? Because they have their reward. God already knows who they are, okay? I don't have to point that out. But what I'm talking about is our President of the United States, who just recently, I don't know if you are keeping up on current events, just recently he's been making statements concerning God and whatever it is that he's saying about God, okay? My suggestion, okay, and strictly because I know who God is, and I wanted to know who God was when I was 8 years old. And when he showed me who he was, I was never the same again, okay? Now, I can go into that and talk for the next, 6 days, about that situation and what happened. I was 8 years old. But Donald Trump, I think he was 76. He's headed towards 80 years old. But the question is, do he really know who God is? Or if he doesn't know who God is, the question is, how much does he know about who God is? When he got on video and tape where he had a Bible in his hand, he held the Bible upside down. That let me know that in his mind, to be on nationwide video TV, holding the Bible, trying to prove a point with the Bible upside down, that's like Jesus Christ being crucified upside down, okay? And some of the disciples, they wanted to be crucified upside down because, they didn't want to try to be like Jesus, because when he was crucified on the cross, okay? But when people don't know anything about who God is and what the importance is of the Bible, and they pretend like they do, or they try to act like they do, or that their heart is sincere. My thing is, my advice to them is, please don't play with God. Now, you can do anything else. You can play with, I wouldn't care what the situation is. You can play cards, blackjack, whatever. See, because God is not a joke or a game. God is not a joke or a game, all right? When people say, oh, you don't know how to play cards, where you been all your life? Well, I'm the type of person I don't specialize in playing games, okay? I just do not specialize in playing games with anything or anybody or any person. And most importantly, the Lord God Almighty. I wouldn't go into the ministry because I was afraid of not being perfect. Even though I was called, I wouldn't just go by myself without being sent. I'm waiting on God to send me. So all I'm trying to say is, from somebody who knows who God is, and all my life, I'm 67 years old. My mother and my father, taught me well about who Jesus Christ is and what God is. And here in today's circumstance and situation after this election, my advice to our president is, don't play with God, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing a whole lot of stuff right now, but leave God out of the picture, okay? All right? See, because that's where the greater judgment will come in. when you think that you are saying and doing the right thing, but you're really not sure, you really don't know, you're just throwing it out there, that's not a good policy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That is just not a good policy to do that. And so I'm just coming on, because I do these videos, I do these podcasts to let my viewing audience know and understand what's going on in what we call current events. All right. And so this is my birthday was yesterday. And all those that said happy birthday to me, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I love you. I love my followers very, very much, And but my thing is, and I talk all the time about our our responsibility as citizens of the United States, and those who because I'm not about Republican or Democrat. I'm about Jesus Christ. Okay. But when we see our president talking about God and trying to be religious or trying to be spiritual, my advice is stick to politics, man. That's what you need to do. You need to just stick to politics. J.D. Vance and all your other people, they're not saying nothing because they understand. Don't play with God. But you want to bring God into the situation, and why? Why? Because God hate liars, and you lie every day. Everything coming out of your mouth, everybody knows you are a liar. Everybody knows that you lie. Okay, so why would you put God's name in your mouth and everybody know that you're lying? Even you know you're lying. That's because you can't talk about the subject confidently and boldly and courageously. You know what I'm saying? With courage, because you don't know who God is. So don't pretend that you do. Don't pretend that you have a relationship with God. Don't try to tell the people or bamboozle the people in believing that you're a God-fearing man if you are not a God-fearing man. I'm just giving you some advice. DJ Trump, okay? I'm giving you some advice. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. It's just like, letting the devil drive your car. Don't let the devil drive your car. Don't let the devil get in and drive for you. Let anybody or anybody, whoever drive, but don't let the devil drive you nowhere, okay? Because he's going to take you someplace that you don't want to go, all right? But if you know that it's the devil driving, then you have an opportunity not to go. But if you don't know it's the devil driving, you're going to wind up someplace that you didn't want to go in the first place, okay? So this is why I just wanted to do this video and come to you live in a living Technicolor to let you know, please, don't play with God. Leave God out of the picture. Talk about anything else you want to talk about. Lie about anything else you want to lie about. Be what you want to be and do what you want to do. But leave God out of the picture. And when you're telling lies, keep God out of your mouth with your lies and with your deception. And with your deceiving of the people. Because let me say something to you. A candidate will say any and everything to get elected. All right? They'll say anything and everything. Once elected, they won't do a thing that they said prior to to get them elected. Whatever they said to get elected, they're not going to do not one bit of that. And this person that we elected is a classic example. As a matter of fact, He's done some things now that the people who elected him, all right, are sad about. Not only are they sad about, but you know, they regret placing their votes. Okay, they regret placing their votes on this man. All right, and so it's very, 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 very serious. It's very, 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 very profound. All right, and it's very, 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 very sad. Okay, when we see what's going on in our United States, because there are people that are going to suffer because of who they elected, who they voted for, and they can't do nothing about it. That's the sad part about it. They can't do anything about it but look crazy and stupid, like like Urkel. Did I do that? Yeah, you did that. You did it. Did I do that? Urkel, whoever the gentleman was that played Urkel, he became famous talking about, did I do that? Yeah, you did it. So people can become superstars being stupid, saying stupid stuff, being dummies, playing the role of clown figures. Okay? Ronald McDonald, he's famous for being a bozo for McDonald's. My suggestion to anybody that might decide that they want to play with God is just don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Play with anybody, anything else but God. Leave God out of the picture. Why do you want to bring him in the picture? Because if he decides to strike you down for playing with him, there's been people that, let's just say comedians, that while they were doing their act, performing, they blasphemed God on stage, and guess what he did? He snuffed the life out of them right while they was performing. And right after the same breath, he snuffed the life right out of them, and they just fell dead right on the stage because they were playing and joking, all right, with God. So that's the best advice that I can give to all of the Republicans for their dear candidate, Donald Trump. All right? That's the best that I can do for you and to tell you, suggest to you, okay, in real time. This is real time now. Okay? He got in the office and he's doing everything other than what the people who elected him are happy with. They thought, oh, this is going to be a change.
New text message from Dave.
A positive change. All right? We, the people, are going to be better off. Inflation is going to go down. The prices of food is going to go down. Housing is going to go down. Etc., 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 etc. That it's going to go down. The other nations is going to respect us better. But guess what? He's doing things that the other nations are laughing at us. They are making plans to do things that the people of America is not going to be too happy with. Okay? Ukraine is not happy. Okay. All I can say is that those people who voted for who they voted for, even they are not happy. So all I can say is that, leave God out of this serious situation, because God knows everybody's heart. God knows my heart. He knows your heart, and He knows Donald Trump's heart. Okay, He knows everybody's heart. All right, and if your heart is not right, man looks at the outward appearance, but the Bible says that God looks at the heart.